Today we were in the municipality of Moses Kotane. We were here after a series of activities that gave birth to the final product of having selected members of the board. It went through the transparent processes of gazetting, taken to newspapers, setting time for objections. We have actually started this process somewhere around October in 2025. It has gone through all the processes where members of the public were also given an opportunity to object, to input, or even to give further comments and encouragement or whatever way. Now, today we were swearing in the two boards. They have since been appointed. Now, today it was a swearing in. We were also entering into performance contract with individual directors of the boards. We were as well entering the performance contracts with the enforcement officers, as well as getting into the oath. They were taking an oath because they are also on the side of enforcement. I can tell that the appointment of this board is totally a different appointment in the context of the reform that the department or government of the 7th administration has taken. The two boards are appointed during the time where we can say they are entering the two sectors of gambling and liquor. And these sectors are actually making them to sit on the intersection of regulation, economic activity, and the community well-being. They are expected to serve our people, to put our people first, to enable our people, and to capacitate our people, and to make our people move from a point of being unemployed and having businesses that are not up to the standard of contributing positively to the economy. But that requires them also to have the conduct that is going to make sure that they really contribute to the mandate as expected. It is very clear that they have signed the performance contract, and the performance contract is as a result or with the reference from the PFMA, PAJA, the Board Act itself, the Act of the Gambling, as well as the Act of the Liquor Board, but also the King 4 that is embedded into the shareholder compact agreement that speaks about good governance and that speaks about accountability. In the past, we did not even have thorough oversight on the work of entities, and I can tell we have already given an indication to the boards that were appointed today. We made it very clear that those who are appointed for gambling board, we have handed a clean board to them, a board that has been run by the accounting authority, a very young person who has taken it from a point of 80% of litigations to a zero. We have taken a board from an unqualified to a clean audit with no paragraphs and no further findings. A board that has made it that we form what we would call partnership and collaboration with the licensees, because we want a relationship. Remember, the licensees are our investors, and they need to be stabilized, because when the investors are not stable, they might leave our province and go to where they will find conducive environment. And the moment they leave the province, it will then mean the stability as well as consistency in terms of generation of revenue to the coffers of government might not be stable. So we have done very well. What it means to us today is to pave a way of reform, a better way of saying this appointment will bring a better economy. This appointment will bring a better security in terms of investor protection and attraction. This appointment will mean a chance to enable our people to start businesses. But at the center is also issues that the MEC have raised, that we have to intensify programs that speaks to illegal gambling, illegal liquor trading, responsible gambling, and responsible liquor trading and liquor usage, because that also seeks to advance our interests of the livelihood. And we can't have communities that are not strong, that are addicts, that are not aligned in terms of making sure that we stay away from gender-based violence. So all these programs were mentioned to the board. We are still going to embark on a marathon of the 18-day intensified inspection that the MEC spoke about, the enforcement, and as well as the intensified skills development, and the collaborations of all the boards to bring out a product which is a complete, a well-balanced community that seeks to inject into the positive direction of the economic growth. So that's basically what we were doing today. We had some walkabouts. We chose Sun City because it has got a reflection of what they will be working on. We had a lot of experiences. I think we really had a grip of even getting to understand the experience of what they will be doing on the ground. We went out into different operations in as far as the gambling is concerned. We also had to look into how you can integrate gambling and liquor boards, the common features that says they always have to get aligned. We spoke about areas where their operations should not contradict the operation of the department, where the gambling board will give a license and the liquor board will close, and that bring confusion and frustration. But that was well articulated, and we also thank the officials who were in here today. And we know there's also a commitment of a lot of stakeholders who are saying they are more than willing to throw support behind government, to collaborate with government to change the status quo. So this appointment was all about that, and we're definitely sure that we are going to move to a better direction moving forward. Thank you.